Well, James Head is Professor of Planetary Geosciences at Brown University. He joins us now from Cape Cod in Massachusetts. James, what's the significance of this particular mission?
Well, Jamie, as you know, this is a really amazing mission because the big question about Mars is, what is the origin of life? We all want to know how we originated, and nobody knows. And it's thought that Mars might be a laboratory for the study of life. And so 1011 will be going to a very special place on the surface, generally an area that used to be potentially an ocean. And so it is really important for fundamental knowledge about not just Mars, but about our own very origins.
It's a busy month on Mars, isn't it, with 3 missions expected to reach the red planet. Why are they all arriving at once?
Well, it has to do with how you get there, as usual. So basically, you have to launch at a certain time in order to intersect Mars. That happens only about every 2 years, and so everyone generally launches at about the same window, so to speak. It's called a launch window. There's some time, maybe a month or so, that you can do that, and so United Arab Emirates Hope, and of course Tianwen-1, as well as the NASA Mars Perseverance rover, also launched in the same window. So United Arab Emirates Hope just went into orbit yesterday. Very exciting, successful orbit of Tianwen-1. And then, of course, on the 18th of February, NASA's Mars Perseverance rover will land in Jezero Crater.
And obviously there's huge national prestige wrapped up in each of these extraordinary adventures, but I wonder how much international cooperation there is between these very separate teams.
It's a very good question, Jamie, and of course the whole key here is that this is exploration. It's not just a demonstration of national capabilities, which is really important, but it's also done for the scientific community, and not just of each country, but for the planet as a whole. So, for example, the United Arab Emirates mission is exploring the atmosphere. The Perseverance mission of NASA will explore an ancient lake deposit, and the Tianwen-1 Chinese mission will explore the floor of an ancient ocean. These are very complementary. Each one is an incredible opportunity in itself, and together they really formulate a fundamental attack on these basic scientific questions. So international scientific cooperation is really exciting and at a high level with these 3 missions.
Last time we talked, we were discussing the Chang'e 5 lunar mission, the moon mission. I wonder how that relates to this mission, Tianwen-1.
You know, it's really fascinating because the extremely successful Chang'e 5 mission, returning samples from the moon, was really a dress rehearsal for what we all want to do, which is to return samples from Mars. Both China and the United States and ESA are planning missions to return rocks from Mars. And it's so important to get these rocks back in the laboratory so we can make detailed measurements that are impossible to make from remote points of view, from observations from orbit on the surface of Mars. So really the beautiful demonstration of this by China, I mean, basically you launch, you go to the moon, you go into lunar orbit, you land on the surface, you collect samples, you go back into lunar orbit, you rendezvous with the orbiter, you exchange the samples, and then you bring them back successfully to the Earth. These are all not only demonstrations of what we want to do for Mars, so China provided a dress rehearsal for everyone, but it also is really everything you want to do when you send humans to the moon. So China will be sending humans to the moon in the not too distant future, and that's a really great dress rehearsal for human exploration of the moon as well. So it's all very exciting.
James, lovely to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll speak again in coming days. But for the moment, Professor James Head in Massachusetts, thank you very much.
Thank you.